Okay, so this is Stacey Wilson, who is the finance director at Columbia Community Mental Health. Did I get that right, Stacey?
Sure.
Okay. Financial director, finance director.
Something like that.
Okay, she's in charge of all the money.
Yeah.
So at Columbia Community Mental Health, and she was going to go over a financial dashboard report we made. Maybe I'll let you kind of explain why you guys wanted that and how you're using it, and maybe show it.
So we recently went through a complete reorganization of our admissions and our billing department, and created a group called the Business Center, in which all of the team members will support everybody, basically the whole intake and billing process. And one of the complaints was incredible how you check a client in, and then you have to go, if you go on the client's homepage, and I can show here, and you would see, you know, the information on the client here. And if a client, let's say, had multiple insurances, you only see one insurance here. So you have to click into full insurance. If you wanted to see the client information and confirm address and different things on that, you'd have to click into that screen and come back. And the staff were just saying that it took too long to do that, too much time when they're checking in, and there's a bunch of people waiting in groups and everything like that. So we were trying to find out a way to have it more specific and show everything on one page. You can see this is a test client, so we have all these different contacts out here. So reading through and figuring out, oh, we need to get an ROI, or they need to do an FI, it wasn't really clear. So we talked to Ginger about, in our old software we had created, Ginger worked here then, I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but I believe she created a client financial dashboard. So we dug out a copy of that, and we said, hey, can we create something like this again in Credible? So, so we were able to create this client financial dashboard in Credible. So that's kind of how it came about. So I can kind of show you. So I think I can go here. So the first thing is it does drive off of the Credible client ID. So in our system, we pulled over legacy numbers from our old system. So the staff do have to make sure that they have the Credible ID when they go into the dashboard. So let me see if I can keep this open and go there. So it's right here on our home page, and it's just a link to Client Financial Dashboard. And then it takes us out to the data warehouse. All of our staff up front have two screens, so they can keep this open in one screen and then do on the other screen things back and forth in Credible. So I just type in the number for the client, and then it pulls up the information that we've loaded in here. So first of all, it tells us when the data was last refreshed, because it refreshes at like midnight. So it's pulling off data from the day before. So if by chance someone had gone in this morning and scheduled an appointment for this client today, it's not going to show up on this report. But hopefully they just know that they scheduled an appointment, because you can see here we have a section for today's appointments, and it will list every appointment the client has for the day. So if they have one with a prescriber, and maybe they see someone in supported employment, and then, you know, they see someone maybe for case management or something, if they're scheduled, it will actually pull in here. And then we can confirm all of their addresses, phone numbers. We can confirm that they know when their next appointments are coming. So it will show the next 3 appointments. Then it shows all of the payers right here on one screen, and we can just know right there what's going on, and if we would need to ask for a copay or not a copay. And here's all of the payer ROI. So these are marked in the system as an actual payer ROI.
Maybe we should say ROI stands for release of information. I just realized maybe.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. I just realized that. Sorry, Stacey. Go ahead.
If by chance the client had some money due to us, or they might have some unapplied payments. In order to make this screen load faster, we kept these minimized, but we can open that up. I don't know if it'll open because there's nothing there, but we can actually open that up if there's a balance due, and we can see specifically which services might have a balance due on them. And I probably messed this up. Since there's nothing there, it might not load. Then the client liability, so it would state in here if there's a flat dollar amount or a percentage or something, so we would know what we might need to collect for our copay. It lists all the programs the client is actually open in and which one is primary for that client. And then when their most recent intake was, so that if it is old, we know that we need to actually meet with the client and get some more updated information. And this is a test client, so I think they have a bunch of stuff. So then we go, oh, here's where it loaded my unapplied payments. So it did open up the unapplied payments. There wasn't anything, but it would open at the bottom of the screen. This one just happens to flow over to 2 screens. So, and then this one here is all the other ROIs releases that the clients might have, and we can tell if they're active or not, or who the person is. So we just have it all in one spot to kind of have a quick snapshot of the client to make it really easy to check them in.
And then a couple of things we've talked about, which I haven't added yet, is putting a little flag on the ones that are expired, because we're including things that expired in the last 30 days or something, or last 60 days. I can't remember, but
something like that, yeah.
But we talked about including like a little flag on those so you could sort of see at a glance which ones were expired.
Right.
Cool. Does anyone have any questions for Stacey?
No, but thank you for demoing that.
Yeah, it's super handy. So staff just started using it last week. So we've, like Ginger said, we've already made some suggestions to like add that flag and kind of move some of the stuff around, put it in a little bit different order. But for the most part, I think it's been very well received, and they're liking to just have one place to go.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time to show us that, Stacey. And yeah, we just thought that, when we were talking to the team at CCMH, we thought, other agencies might not have thought of that. This is another way to use, we often use the data warehouse for aggregating data, but you can also use it for kind of bringing together information about a client from multiple screens in your EHR into one place for things like this, where you want to check someone in and kind of double check everything. So, yeah. So thank you very much.